fact, in the morning I stared out the window and I struggled for something to say. You left in the rain without closing the door. I didn't stand in your way. Now I miss you more than I missed you before, and now where I'll find comfort, God knows.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
One of the things that I strongly
believe is the founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
I need you more than I needed before, and now where I'll find comfort, God knows.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Left just when I needed you most.
What's happening?
go.
Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Nobody wants to see I ain't no more. They want drop. I'll just deliver. If you want drop, this is like I'll give you. With the farm liquor. Welcome now, jumpstart. My heart quicker than a shot when I get shot. This hospital right now. When I'm not in front of you, when I'm working, I'm operating. I'm ready. When I'm back, I'm on the way. I'm moving the day. Gotta jump and run.
Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
We have a lot of other things to cover here, but look to Dr. Sherwood. Are we moving?
Joe Biden. Wake up. Joe Biden,
This
wake
is
up.
not a test. This is your emergency
9/11.
broadcast system announcing the commencement of the
One of
annual
the things
purge
that
sanctioned by
I
the U.S.
strongly
government.
believe
Weapons
is
of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for
Wake
use
up.
during the purge. All other weapons are restricted.
probably go
Government
home.
officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at
Wake
the
up.
siren, any and all crime,
Joe.
including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services
Joe
will be
Biden.
unavailable until tomorrow morning at
Joe.
7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Hello? Mr. President, wake up.
Who's eligible for Medicare. You should have to pay nearly $6,400 more than you would today.
Wake up, wake up.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America. At 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the Seiren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the Seiren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the Seiren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Now, can you just once and for all state that that is completely not true? And that disavow QAnon in its entirety?
I know nothing about
This is
QAnon.
not a test.
I know very
This
little.
is
You
your
told me, but
emergency
what you
broadcast
tell me doesn't
system
necessarily
announcing
make
the
it fact. I
commencement of
have
the
to say
annual
that.
purge
I know
sanctioned
nothing
by the
about
U.S.
it.
government.
I do know they
Weapons
are
of Class
very
4
much
and lower
against
have been authorized for use
pedophilia.
during the
They
purge.
fight it very
All other
hard,
weapons
but
are
I know
restricted.
nothing about it.
Government
Even if it's a
officials of
satanic
ranking
cult
10
run by the
have been
GeForce
granted
GTX.
immunity
I'll
from
tell
the
you what I
purge
do know
and
about.
shall not be
I know
harmed.
about Antifa,
Commencing
and I
at the
know about the
Seiren,
radical
any
left,
and
and I
all
know how
crime,
violent they are and
including
how
murder,
vicious they are,
will be legal
and I
for
know how
12
they're
continuous
burning down
hours.
cities run by
Police,
Democrats,
fire,
not run by
and
Republicans.
emergency
Senator
medical
Ben Sass
services
said,
will be
quote,
unavailable
QAnon
until
is
tomorrow
nuts,
morning at 7
and real
a.m.
leaders
when the
call
purge
conspiracy
concludes.
theories
Blessed be
conspiracy
our
theories.
new
Why
founding
not just
fathers
say
and
it's
America,
crazy and
a
not
nation
true?
You may be
reborn.
right. I
May
just
God be
don't
with
know
you all.
about QAnon.
You do know.
I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me ask you another.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the Seiren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical
y'all get the
services
message yet?
will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at
Not
7
QAnon
a.m. when the purge
conspiracy
concludes.
theories, by the way.
Blessed be our new founding fathers
Not
and
QAnon.
America, a nation reborn.
I was just
May
joking.
God be with you all.
Y'all just proving those. You're trying. It's like weird. These Democrats are like desperately trying to make that QAnon shit true. It's like the weirdest thing to me. They want it to be true. That's what they want. QAnon's retarded. QAnon is
This is not a test. This is your
they believe
emergency
Trump's like the
broadcast
savior
system
of it. That's where
announcing the
that's
commencement of the annual
I
purge
left off.
sanctioned by the
Like,
US government.
like as soon as I
Weapons of
heard
class
like
4 and lower
they're like
have been
Trump's, I
authorized
was like,
for use
no,
during
Trump
the
ain't
purge.
Trump.
All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren,
say that.
any and all crime,
I'm gonna
including
mute
murder,
this
will be
and
legal for
see if y'all
12 continuous
understand.
hours.
Okay.
Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder,
We have a lot
will be
of
legal
other
for
things to
12
cover here,
continuous
but
hours.
look to
Police,
Dr.
fire,
Sherwood.
and
Are
emergency
we,
medical
moving-
services
Joe
will be
Biden.
unavailable until tomorrow morning at
Wake
7
up.
a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding
Joe
fathers
Biden,
and
wake up.
America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
One of the things that I strongly believe is
Joe Biden. Wake up.
I should probably go home. I'm tired.
Joe Biden. Wake up.
Joe. I'm tired.
This is not a test.
What's happening?
This is
Joe
your emergency
Biden
broadcast
is
system announcing the
Joe.
commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge.
Hello?
All other weapons are restricted.
Mr.
Government
President.
officials of ranking 10
Wake
have
up.
been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
God. You know what I should do? I should just mute this mic, not say a fucking word. And I'm gonna leave this here for the next 2 fucking hours. Until if I want to get to some of y'all's goddamn brains, okay? So it sinks into your skull. Not a QAnon conspiracy theorist, by the way. I was just joking. I will say this though: those Democrats, these media people, desperately want that QAnon shit to be true. Because it looks like they're trying to turn it, make it. They're trying to make it true. Is what they're trying to do. Before I even read into QAnon, like the first part I read into it, not that I was going to ever believe it, because I wasn't, but it was like trying to make Trump out to be like this like savior messiah guy. I'm like, no. Let's not. No. Trump don't give a fuck. If you haven't noticed, he don't give a fuck. Do y'all understand yet? Do you understand the seriousness of the time we're living in here? Still posting memes. I mean, good God. This ain't the time to meme. It ain't the meme. Fuck your god. Even if the memes have to stop, okay? The memes. This is not something that you should meme. This is fucking sick. Oh, God. I don't even care about if I don't care which side does it. When you meme something like this, try to turn it into a joke, it's not even funny. These some sick fucking bastards, bro. Like, there should be, like, accountability for, like, posting this. Like... Y'all ready to get into serious stuff? Because I got stuff I need to talk about. What am I kidding? No one's watching. Who am I talking to? No one's watching. Not a fucking sole person watching right now. That's me, by the way. That's it. Okay. So I was talking what the CDC director said the other day, and some right-wing guy, I guess, put up a misleading video, so I have to correct the video of what she actually said. Since I'm not going to misrepresent what she said, whether I agree with what she's saying or not. I'm going to play the whole video for you so y'all see that unedited video, because I'm not going to push no lies here. So
Those encouraging headlines that we're talking.
Can y'all hear? Yeah, you can hear. Okay.
Talking about this morning, this new study showing just how well vaccines are working to prevent severe illness. Given that, is it time to start rethinking how we're living with this virus, that it's potentially here to stay?
You know, really important study, if I may just summarize it, a study of 1.2 million people who were vaccinated between December and October, and demonstrated that severe disease occurred in about 0.015% of the people who were received their primary series, and death in 0.003% of those people. The overwhelming number of deaths, over 75%, occurred in people who had at least 4 comorbidities. So really these are people who were unwell to begin with. And yes, really encouraging news in the context of Omicron. This means not only just to get your primary series, but to get your booster series. And yes, we're really encouraged by these results.
Dr. Walensky, thanks so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything
Working
left?
to prevent.
That's what she said. Alright. I'm not going to cover it because I'm going to go. Not allowed. Just Google's retarded. So that's what she said. Okay. There you go. Didn't lie. I didn't lie. So there you go. I don't lie. So what else? Dr. Fauci and Rand Paul had a debate again, and I was interested, and I'm going to break it down for you. So here we go. Fauci is a fucking clown. I have not listened to a fucking word Fauci said in months. This is like the first time I'm going to listen to a fucking word this man says.
Senator Paul.
Dr. Fauci.
I don't listen to liars. Known blind grit. I don't listen to liars, okay? I don't spend a fucking time wasting it. You see what I do whenever like there's a unedited video that I accidentally put up so that I didn't know. I actually play the video for you and show you the truth. That's not what these people do, so that's
the idea that a government official like yourself would claim unilaterally.
All right, first off, why is Dr. I know I already know. He's part of Joe Biden's administration, which is obviously fucking stupid. But the lead the mascot you have on TV all day for your so-called science should not be part of any political like affiliation at all. I don't
to represent science, that any criticism of you would be considered a criticism of science itself, is quite dangerous. Central planning, whether it be of the economy or of science, is risky because of the fallibility of the planner. It would not be so catastrophic if the planner were simply one physician in Peoria.
I don't agree with everything Rand Paul does, but he's up for re-election in the 2022 midterms, and I'm probably going to have to vote for him, so good job. I don't agree with everything he says, but I'm probably going to vote for him. You know what I'm going to do? At this point, every election from now on, I'm just going to fill in the Republican box, and then I'm going to leave. Like, in 2020, I didn't do that. I voted Trump. I did not vote for Mitch McConnell, and I researched everybody else before I voted for them. Yeah. So now, from now on, I'm just going to fill in the Republican box. Bye. You can thank yourself for that.
Then the mistakes would only affect that physician's patients, the people who chose that physician. But when the planner is a government official, like yourself, who rules by mandate, the errors are compounded and become much more harmful. A planner who believes he is the science leads to an arrogance that justifies, in his mind, using government resources to smear and to destroy the reputations of other scientists who disagree with him. In an email exchange with Dr. Collins, you conspire, and I quote here directly from the email, to create a quick and devastating published takedown of 3 prominent epidemiologists from Harvard, Oxford, and Stanford. Apparently there's a lot of fringe epidemiologists at Harvard,
Wait a second. There.
Oxford, and Stanford. And you quote in the email that they, or from Dr. Collins, and you agree that they are fringe. And immediately there's this takedown effort. A published takedown, though, doesn't exactly conjure up the image of a dispassionate scientist. Instead of engaging them on the merits, you and Dr. Collins sought to smear them as fringe and take them down. And not in journals, in lay press. This is not only antithetical to the scientific method, it's the epitome of cheap politics, and it's reprehensible, Dr. Fauci. Do you really think it's appropriate to use your $420,000 salary to attack scientists that disagree with you?
How much money again? What did he say? Let's pack that back. Let's back that up again.
$20,000 salary to attack. Do you really think it's appropriate to use your $420,000 salary?
$425,000. Okay, now we know why he's doing this. Okay, now we know why he's... Thank you, Senator Paul.
Salary to attack scientists that disagree with...
He's probably been being paid that much for a long time, though. I'm going to be honest with you about it, so... whatever.
The email you're referring to was an email of Dr. Collins to me. If you look at the email...
That you responded to and hurried up and said, I can do it. We got something in Wired magazine.
No. I think in usual fashion, Senator, you are distorting everything about me.
Did you...
Is that the only thing you ever say, Fauci, about Rand? Like, every time I see like one of these debates between Dr. Fauci and Rand Paul, it's always, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. That's all he ever says. Every time. That's his only response. Watch every fucking debate between Fauci and Rand Paul. That's the only thing this motherfucker ever says. Like, explain to me how. Explain to me. Instead of making up some bullshit, explain to me how he's misrepresenting what you are saying. Fucking clown. God.
Did you ever object to Dr. Collins' characterization of them as fringe? Did you write back to Dr. Collins and say, no, they're not fringe, they're esteemed scientists, and it would be beneath me
I did not
do that? You responded to him that you would do it, and you immediately got an article in Wired, and you sent it back to him and said, hey, look, I've got him. I nailed him in Wired of all scientific
That's not
publications.
what went on. There you go again.
That
You
was your
just do the
response.
same thing every hearing.
That was your response. And
So-
this wasn't,
It's 'cause
this
you don't
wasn't the
fucking
only
listen.
time. So your desire to take
You're
down
absolutely
people...
incorrect. As usual, Senator, you are incorrect almost everything you
Well,
say.
no, you deny, but the emails tell the truth of this.
No.
This wasn't the only time. Your desire to take down those who disagree with you didn't stop with Harvard, Oxford, and Stanford.
Explain how he's lying.
You conspired with Peter Daszak, who you communicated with
provide some
privately,
evidence.
and other members of the scientific community that wrote opinion pieces for Nature. 5 of them signed a paper for Nature, an opinion piece. 17 signed a paper that called it conspiracy theory, the idea that the virus could have originated in the lab. Do you think words like conspiracy theory should be in a scientific paper?
Senator, I never used that word when I was referring to it. You're distorting virtually everything.
Did you communicate with the 5 scientists who wrote the opinion piece in Nature where they were describing, there's no way this could have come from the lab?
That was not me. What I
did you talk with any of those scientists privately?
You keep distorting the truth. It is stunning how you do
talk
that.
to any of the scientists
Where is your
privately?
Yes.
Who wrote the opinion? You did.
Well,
what were they telling you privately?
Well, let me explain. You know, you're going back to that original discussion.
Just break it down for us how he's lying so I can determine if I believe you or not. God damn. It's not hard to understand, Fauci, at all.
When I brought together a group of people to look at every possibility with an open mind. So not only are you distorting it, you are completely turning it around, as
Were most
you
of the
usually
scientists
do.
that came to you privately, did they come to you privately and say, no way, this came from the lab? Or was their initial impression, Dr. Gary and others that were involved, was their initial impression actually that it looked very suspicious for a virus that came from a lab?
Senator, we are here at a committee to look at a virus now that has killed almost 900,000 people. And the purpose of the committee was to try and get things out, how we can help to get the American public. And you keep coming back to personal...
First off, quit bullshitting people, okay? You do not give a single fuck about helping nobody. You want this virus to last as long as humanly possible so that you make as much money and get as much fame as you possibly can get. Okay? Quit fucking lying. I see through it. You're a goddamn liar. Stop.
Attacks on me that have absolutely no relevance to reality.
Do you think anybody has had more influence over
let
our
me
response to
finish.
this than you have? Do you think
Madam
it's a great
Chair, can I-
success? Do you think it's a great success what's happened so
Right.
far? Do you think
You-
the
you have
lockdowns
said-
were good for our kids? Do you think we slowed down the death rate? More people have died now under President Biden than did under President Trump. You are the one responsible. You are the architect. You are the lead architect for the response from the government, and now 800,000 people have died.
Right.
So you think it's a winning success, what you've advocated for government?
Senator, first of all, if you look at everything that I said, you accuse me of in a monolithic way telling people what they need to do. Everything that I've said has been in support of the CDC guidelines. Wear a mask, get boosted.
And you've advocated to make it coercive and
take
done
a look
through
at
force, and
everything
you've
that I've
advocated that
said.
it be done by mandate.
Right.
You've advocated that your infallible opinion be dictated by...
A lot of things that CDC director says Dr. Fauci lies about. He's a fucking liar. I see right through it. I see right through that motherfucker, bro. You're a fucking liar. Can't explain which, but he's a liar.
Law.
Right. So again, Madam Chair, I would like just a couple of minutes because this happens all the time. You personally attack me, and with absolutely not a shred of evidence of anything you say. So I would like to make something clear to the committee. He's doing this for political reasons. What you need to do
I'm the
is...
victim. Oh, it's me. It's always just me. It's always me. How dare we demand you tell the fucking truth? How dare we? That's basically what he's trying to like. That's basically say, how dare you? Look at his face. How dare you tell the truth? How dare you? God damn you! Please say this now.
He said in front of this committee.
You think your takedown of three prominent epidemiologists was not political?
You don't want me
That
to
was my
finish because you
question.
know what I'm going to say.
That was the question. Were
Senator,
you
we
political
will-
in taking
at this-
down
at
these
this
three
point-
prominent
Senator
epidemiologists?
Paul, if you would please, I'm going to allow this, Dr. Fauci to respond. We have a number of senators who would like to ask questions, and I would like him to be able to respond. Please do so.
So the last time we had a committee or the time before, he was accusing me of being responsible for the death of 4 to 5 million people, which is really irresponsible. And I say, why is he doing that? There are two reasons why that's really bad. The first is it distracts from what we're all trying to do here today, is get our arms around the epidemic and the pandemic that we're dealing with, not something imaginary. Number two, what happens when he gets out and accuses me of things that are completely untrue is that all of a sudden that kindles the crazies out there, and I have threats upon my life, harassment.
Okay. None of that's okay. You should not threaten nobody over this. That's against the law. You should not do that at all. And anyone who does that should go to jail. But the reason that's happening, Fauci, It's because you have ruined people's lives over fucking lies, bro. That's the reason why people are pissed off. Do you realize how many jobs people lost over the pandemic, you fucking clown? And like how you're in all these unnecessary lockdowns. Don't you realize that like, you were like the leading cause of all that? Almost. A lot of cases, motherfucker. That's why. You fucking idiot. If you know what helped drive your fucking frets and all that shit down? Tell the goddamn truth. Quit lying to Congress. Quit lying about gain of fucking research. Quit torturing fucking animals. Not hard. How hard is it to be a truthful scientist? Is that hard for you?
Of my family and my children with obscene phone calls because people are lying about me.
No one's lying about you, motherfucker. Explain how Rand Paul is lying about you. Explain. How's it okay for you to lie to Congress, but if someone has a slight lie about you, how's it's bad all of a sudden? Explain that one to me. Which it ain't good. No one should lie. But why is it okay for you to lie and everybody else to have to tell the truth? Explain that one to me, Fauci. Explain that one. I better not be slamming my fucking door. How? How? No one should be threatening your fucking kids. I agree. Nobody should be threatening you. I agree. But that has nothing to do with what we're talking about here, bro. At all.
Now, I guess you could say, well, that...
And you're not the only one in the government or in the public eye that gets that. Every single one of these motherfuckers get that. That's just part of being part of the government. Quit acting like you're the only person that gets threatened by these fucking nut jobs on Twitter and shit. Okay? Because every single one of them get it.
That's the way it goes. I can take the hit. Well, it makes a difference because, as some of you may know, just about 3 or 4 weeks ago, on December 21st, a person was arrested who was on their way from Sacramento to Washington, D.C., at a speed stop in Iowa.
He got arrested as you should.
And the police asked him where he was going, and he was going to Washington, D.C. to kill Dr. Fauci. And they found in his car an...
Don't you realize that the same exact thing that you're splitting right now has happened to Rand Paul in the past, bro? You're not the only fucking person that it happens to. God. There's a lot of nut jobs around. This is a country full of mental illness, bro. You should know this better than anyone. You're a goddamn scientist, okay? This is a country full of mentally ill nutbags. I could have told you that.
AR-15 and multiple magazines of ammunition because he thinks that maybe I'm killing people. So I ask myself, why would Senator want to do this? So go to Rand Paul website and you see...
We'll get to that stupid shit in a minute. But Fauci's more interested in like killing and torturing animals, not human beings, from what I've seen so far. Just change the wording. I don't know if it's about millions, but change the wording of the species, and then you'll be accurate, Rand Paul. If I'm missing something here, I could be missing something, but I haven't seen that yet. Let's get into this stupid fucking thing, because it's retarded, okay?
He fired Dr. Fauci with a little box that says, contribute here. You can do $5, $10, $20, $100. So you are making a catastrophic epidemic for your political gain. So the
you have politically attacked your colleague.
Fauci, here's the difference between Rand Paul's grift and your grift. Rand Paul ain't forcing people to participate in the grift. Rand Paul ain't forcing people's kids to participate in the grift. And I'm pretty sure if I type in Dr. Fauci into fucking Google, not Google or just any other browser, because Google's retarded, and put charity fundraiser, I'll find one with you in it. Don't you realize who you're talking to? You're talking to politicians. They all have fucking grifts of fundraisers, you fucking idiot. But what the fuck does a fundraiser have to do with you lying to Congress? What does a fundraiser grift have to do with the fact that you've tortured fucking animals? What is grift? What does fucking grifting fucking fundraisers have to do with you lying about gain of function research? What? Not a goddamn thing. Not to mention how you do the same fucking grifts, but 20 fucking times worse. Nope. Rand Paul ain't forcing nobody to participate in the fucking grift. You fucking clown.
Colleagues, and in a politically reprehensible way, attack their reputations.
Okay,
you won't defend it.
No,
you won't
well,
argue it.
I'm
You'll just
sorry,
simply
but we're
turn around the
going to
attack.
continue this. Thank you. Senator Paul.
I have to cut it off here because then Rand Paul's going to say some shit that's going to get me a strike, so. Yeah. It's a fucking clown. Fuck that fucking clown. God, I hate that fucking asshole. D-Day Cobra said something that I agree with. Let me find it. I think I've seen it. This is the truth right here. That's the truth. I don't give a fuck about what you say to them. I want action. I want accountability, not goddamn fucking YouTube videos. Y'all haven't spent 1 second even looking into it, bro. No evidence? Okay, where's the video of that guy? Why was that guy removed off the FBI wanted list? Answer that question. Why was that guy from the Rafters removed off the FBI wanted list? If I'm wrong, correct me. But that guy on the Rafters that was like, you know, giving directions to all the rioters. How did that... Why was he removed off the FBI wanted list? Where's your evidence? This is nothing. You're not a fact checker. You're an opinion checker. You're a fucking idiot. And I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you at this fucking moment. Stupid retard motherfuckers. If y'all believe a single thing that those fact checkers say, y'all fucking retarded. Okay? Y'all fucking retarded. The fuck is this? Huh? Whatever. I remember that like it was yesterday. I watched that live when it happened. That's crazy. I remember when that happened. I was watching live when that happened. That was crazy. New Spider-Man trilogy. I care. If unless I see a Tom Holland and Venom Spider-Man movie, I probably won't watch it because I don't really care. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man guy. Bitch, can these people shut up? Good God, you can literally vote by mail now. What else do you want? God. Can Michelle Obama shut her goddamn mouth? She doesn't know a fucking thing about politics at all. Just because you fuck the president doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. I hate to break it to you, woman. It doesn't work that way. And fuck what you said about Trump supporters, by the way, you piece of shit. That's how I feel about you. Got no tolerance for it. Nope. I got no tolerance for it at all. What these people say when they're trying to, like, say that with these voting rights shit, don't fall for any of it, because all it is just trying to get illegals to vote. That's all it is. They desperately want illegal immigrants to vote. That's the fucking truth. Don't fall for any of it. It's all a bunch of lying bullshit. You can literally vote by mail now. What else do you want? And how the fuck... There's no fucking country on this planet that allows immigrants of other countries that don't live here, don't have citizenship here, to vote at all. That's fucking insanity.
If you ignore all the huffing and puffing on TV and just look at the video evidence, it's been clear for a while now that the Department of Justice probably had some role in the events of January 6th. It's obvious. And after hearings on Capitol Hill today, it became even clearer. Watch Senator Ted Cruz of Texas ask an FBI official called Jill Sanborn point blank whether the FBI was involved.
How many FBI agents or confidential informants actively participated in the events of January?
Not to mention that FBI agents were probably fucking with the January 6th shit, but they were also probably fucking with that BLM riots. Feds are every fucking way. If you haven't realized it, you fucking brain dead retards. They're all over the goddamn place. Get on, Gather. What's this shit want me to do? Hodge twins. Gather keeps notifying me of like people that join Gather, so follow them. There you go. This is.
January 6th.
Sir, I'm sure you can appreciate that I can't go into the specifics of sources and methods.
Did any FBI agents or confidential informants actively participate in the events of January 6th? Yes or no?
Sir, I can't answer that.
Did any FBI agents or confidential informants commit crimes of violence on January 6th?
I can't answer that, sir.
Did any FBI agents or FBI informants actively encourage and incite crimes of violence on January 6th?
Sir, I can't answer that.
Did you hear that? Cruz asked, quote, did...
I've had enough, bro. I can't do it anymore. The FBI? Yeah, that's the FBI. We're gonna look it up real quick. I'll just say this. I don't know what pays your salaries, lady, Mrs. FBI, but I pay my fucking taxes. And I want fucking answers. I want a yes or no question. If you don't know it, figure it out. Whether there's FBI agents involved in the January 6th riot, yes or no. That's all I want.
Any FBI agents or confidential informants commit crimes of violence on January 6th? That's what he asked. And the obvious answer is, are you kidding? Come on now. Of course the FBI isn't secretly committing crimes of violence. That's insane. We're a federal law enforcement agency. We're not the Tantan Makut. Next question, please. That's what Jill Sanborn should have said, but that is not what she said. Instead, she replied, quote,
the FBI or the CIA and all this shit, they do a lot of fucked up shit. I heard stories of the CIA and the FBI you know, like Splinter Cell double agent shit, not to get, you know, retarded, like, but where they sneak into these like cults, these like sex cults, and they actually rape the women that are like enslaved by these cults. If you don't think that happens, look it up. I could be wrong, by the way, but I heard stories of shit like that. They do shit like that. Most likely. They fucking do shit like that. Wake up.
I can't answer that. But of course Jill Sanborn can answer that, and she should be forced to answer that immediately. No sources or methods would be revealed. Just answer the question. Did they participate in violence or not? Why is that hard? Tells you a lot. At another point, Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas asked the Assistant Attorney General, Matt Olson, about Ray
right
Epps. Epps is the man you've seen in multiple videos encourage
the FBI wanted list. Why is he asking, demanding people to go in the Capitol? Why?
in the crowd to storm the Capitol, but somehow has never been charged himself. Here's
why is he even charged?
That exchange.
Okay, so it gets back to what I meant earlier, like asking if you're prepared for this hearing. You're the Assistant Attorney General for National Security. You run the National Security Division. The department has said that these January 6 prosecutions are one of their highest priorities. This is a man who was on the most wanted page for 6 months. Do you really expect us to believe that you've never heard of the name Ray Epps, you don't know anything about him?
I simply don't have any information at all, Senator, about that individual.
In other words, they really expect you to believe that. Quote, I simply don't have any information at all on that individual. So the DOJ knows nothing about Ray Epps, the guy on the most wanted list, right? That's absurdly false. And as if to underscore how absurdly false it is, within a short time, Democrats on the January 6th committee released a statement claiming that actually they'd already interviewed Ray Epps, and anyone who still has questions about his behavior on January 5th or 6th is a dangerous conspiracy theorist. Quote, Mr. Epps informed us, the committee said in a statement today, that he was not working with, employed by, or acting at the direction of any law enforcement agency on January 5th or 6th, or at any other time, and that he has never been an informant for the FBI or any other law enforcement agency, end quote. Wow. Bomb.
I call bullshit. If anybody else was on video, like, asking, like, these people to break into the Capitol, they'll be in fucking jail. Why ain't he in jail? Why? Why? Everybody else is in jail being brainwashed with critical race theory shit, so why ain't he? How's that fair?
Michelle, looks like case closed. We can forget about Ray Epps and move on. Sorry we asked. Oh, but wait a second. When exactly and under what circumstances did the committee talk to Ray Epps? Supposedly, this interview was conducted in secret last November. If that is true, we don't know that it is, but let's say it is, then why did the committee wait months to tell us today in a tweet? When the committee got its hands on Mark Meadows' text messages, we seem to remember they leaked those to the media within hours. And by the way, was this Ray Epps interview conducted under oath? Did Democrats subpoena his electronic communications, as they did with Meadows and so many others? Will the information Epps revealed to the committee be available to the many January 6 defendants who are now awaiting trial? Can their lawyers see a transcript of this interview? Can we see a transcript of this interview? If not, why not? And while we're at it, here's something else that's confusing. Epps is a longtime right-wing activist. As you know, he urged protesters to riot. Video from January 6 shows him at the forefront, right in front of the Capitol, appearing to usher others inside. So he wasn't just someone who was there, he was maybe the central figure there. And yet Democrats, for reasons that aren't at all clear, suddenly seem highly protective of Ray Epps. They don't want you to criticize him. Adam Kinzinger described Ray Epps today as, quote, nothing but a January 6th protest attendee. Really? Nothing but an attendee? He is, of course, the...
How? That motherfucker was demanding people break into that fucking Capitol building. How is he just a goddamn protester? You fucking retard. How? It's like, oh my god, these people are insane, bro. Like, when something's like against their agenda, like, they side with that guy. Like, that guy's a January 6th rioter, and they're fucking defending him. It's insane to me. These people are fucking out of their goddamn minds.
The opposite of that. Of everyone there, Ray Epps is the one you should be maddest at if you're the Democratic Party. And yet they're telling you he was an attendee, not an insurrectionist, not a terrorist, just an attendee. Another engaged American exercising his constitutional rights.
Free speech don't apply when you're called to action. Call for actions do not count as freedom of speech. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
That's a huge change. It's bizarre. It doesn't make any sense at all.
It's bizarre.
So what's going on here? Something is, that's for sure. And one last question. The committee has assured us that Ray Epps wasn't, quote, employed by, working with, or acting at the direction of any law enforcement agency. Okay. But why did the committee stop there? Would the committee be willing to broaden that statement and affirm in writing that Ray Epps wasn't working with any government agency, law enforcement or otherwise? That would be a very simple change to make. Let's see if they'll make it. Let's see if Republicans will force them.
Can you imagine if Trump actually, like, that came out of Trump's mouth? Y'all gotta break into the Capitol. Imagine if Trump actually said that. That motherfucker would probably be in jail right now. So how is it any different from him? How? I understand there's bigger influence and all that shit. I understand that part. But why? What's the difference? What's the difference? Explain that to me. Haven't y'all seen Trump, bro? Trump fucking sides with this motherfucker. Why he stupid? You right-wing people need to let go of Trump, seriously, because he's not our, like, savior. He's a fucking idiot. Like, he's a fucking, like, he's a do-nothing clown, that's in my opinion. He didn't do enough at all. Trump should be, like, on The Apprentice. Like, that's where he needs to be. That's where his ass should sit. He should do, like, rallies and be part of entertainment. He needs to leave. He needs to lead the Republican Party. Not lead. He needs to be a part of it. He needs to rally for candidates, but the motherfucker should not. Actually, I don't even know if he should do that. I think he should just leave politics in general. Like, if Trump just left the political scene and just said, fuck this shit, like, it'll be a good day for the Republican Party, I'll tell you. It'll be a good day for this fucking, not really, but I don't know. Trump's kind of better than a lot of those people, though. Like, a lot of those people, Senator, like Mark Rubio and all them, I don't know. I don't even know anything about Marco Rubio, so I don't even know if I like him or not. I done seen Trump. I don't want to see 4 more years of Trump. When I done seen that. I done lived that. Why would I want to live that over again? I want someone else. I want someone who's actually going to do shit. Who's actually going to stop this fucking liberal ideology bullshit. I want somebody who's going to arrest those fucking people that made their family members die alone in fucking hospital beds. That's what I want. I want the motherfucker that's going to arrest these motherfuckers, honestly. Making little kids die alone, and very low amount of kids, but making little kids die alone in hospital beds and shit. I want somebody to come along and put those motherfuckers in a cell. That's what I want. I want somebody to come along that's actually that fucking used the liberals' strategies against them. That's what I want. Their shaming tactics. I want all that shit. I want all that shit. That's what I want. I don't want patty cake, stupid ass, Kafifi tweets. Oh, that's not even. This is not a fucking game, bro. Like, one thing with Trump that pisses me off. He tries to make. It's like I said earlier with the memes and shit. He tries to turn this into like a game. This ain't a fucking game. These people on the other side are fucking evil, bro. And they need to be fucking stopped. And you're turning it into some fucking apprentice like game. It's like pathetic. I'm fucking tired of it. Some stupid ass social media teenagers bullshit. Like, I don't got time for that anymore. Stick to entertainment. I like that in my entertainment world, okay? I don't want it here. I've said that for a long time. I do not want that shit in my fucking political world. I want that shit over there. I don't want it over here. This is for serious topics. I want it over here. Go over there. Go over there. We'll stay over here. You could go over there. When I talk shit about Trump, it really angers a lot of conservative people. Like they're like really like as bad as some of these liberal people. Seriously. Like, I straight up say the election wasn't rigged, they start freaking the fuck out. It's like pathetic. It's really pathetic. Why is it so hard for y'all to understand that the majority of this country is just a bunch of brainwashed sheep? How is that hard to understand? Fourth shot's coming, by the way. Not allowed to say anything about it, though. But the fourth shot is coming. So, yeah, look. Took it down. How is that? How convenient is that? Oh, God. Should I go to Rumble and Express Kit, or should I just not worry about it? Because I already told you it was going to happen. It's happening now in front of you, so. I still want to see Tyson Fury fight fucking Anthony Joshua. That's what I want to see him fight. I'm probably going to cut this off. I don't got any more time for it. I'm gonna watch this clip right here that you just sent me. The stupid ass knock jokes. Whatever the fuck they're talking about. It's so stupid. Ah! Bobby, who? God. Bobby, who? I got something I like to talk about, by the way. Wait a minute, let me find it. here it is. I'm going to show y'all what YouTube video this is. Wait a second. Alright. I'm going to show y'all the video, okay? Look. Video I'm reacting to. MJF, this is WWE. 140,000 views. Okay? It's where this fucking whoever I don't even know who the fuck he is, I'll be honest. Says stuff in the CM Punk. It's that whole segment, AGF and CM Punk, and he talks about all that stupid ass, you know, hustle loyalty shit. Okay, I'm gonna react to it and I'm gonna break it down how stupid it is. Okay. Okay, here we go. God, it's pathetic. God. That's so pathetic, bro. CM Punk is really wasting his fucking time over there. No offense to anybody that likes AEW. If you like that shit, good for you. I'm happy for you. But CM Punk is really wasting his fucking time over there, really. Like, that motherfucker, like, is wasting his goddamn time. Like, if he was in WWE right now, he'd be in some amazing fucking storylines right now. With Roman Reigns, you know, fucking any of them. Like, that whole AEW shit is just so stupid. It's like basically TNA now. It's like TNA. Like, CM Punk being over at AEW is like when Sting went over to TNA instead of the WWE. Like, he wasted his career. It was a waste. I don't know. I don't watch any of those Sting TNA matches. Maybe they were good, but he wasted potential at the #1 company in the whole sport, or whatever you want to call it, for the B leagues. It's like Michael Jordan playing baseball. It's like stupid. CM Punk is sent over at the B leagues because he can't get over some bullshit that happened, God, 8 years ago. And not to mention how it was just all in your fucking head. Like, Vince McMahon knows exactly which day you were getting married. Like, pfft. You really think AJ Lee told Vince that he was getting married, she was getting married? No. God. That's how you get backstage heat. Just tell everybody that you're getting married to the guy that literally left them hanging high and dry. So stupid. And it's just pathetic. They have to mention John Cena. Like, it's just pathetic. Like, they desperately want, like, attention. Like, if you're so much better than WWE, why are you mentioning them, motherfucking? Why are you mentioning them? It's like so stupid. It's just dumb. I couldn't be bought. I watched like one of those AEW shows. I've never watched any of them again. The only one I ever watched was that night he came back. That was it. From there on, it was just like clear to me that was a waste of goddamn time. He's working with a bunch of nobodies. No offense to them. Maybe they're talented people, but they're nobodies, okay? Nobodies. They're a bunch of nobodies. Nobody knows who the fuck what's his name? Omega something. No one knows who the fuck he is. That's like your best guy, and no one knows who the fuck he is. At all. Like, even with CM Punk on AEW, he can't get a sync. Like, AEW cannot, like, I don't know what the ratings look like. Maybe they changed, but they can't even, they can't even surpass SmackDown ratings. It's, like, sad as fuck. I thought at first that maybe they'll be a threat because the guy that runs is a billionaire, but it's just like clear to me now that it's like no, they're not. They're never gonna like have as many viewers as WWE's A show. It's never gonna happen. So you might as well just wait. You might as well stop worrying about it. But then again, like any other sport, it's good to have somewhere to go because like UFC has a Bellator, like it's good to have a Bellator for that genre, but that's it. That's all it is. Bellator. It's just Bellator MMA. That's all it is. Okay. It's gonna piss a lot of people off. I go off with AEW. It pisses a lot of people off. It does. I just know it does. But it's okay though. You're allowed to say whatever you want. I'm done for now. I might stream some Red Dead or something on the console later, but I don't know. So I'll probably go play some games later on my console. Peace and quiet. Some peace. Some silence. Some quietness.